Hello everyone, I'm Finn from Finnberg42, and right here in front of me is set 75892 McLaren Senna from the Speed Champions line. This set has 219 pieces and retails for $19.99 Canadian. I've been looking to get this set for a while now. It really caught my eye when I found out it was released, so I'm glad to have it. It looks very cool. I like its color combination a lot, and I think it will be a pretty interesting build. Right here I'll just show you the box. On the front, the box art looks pretty nice, and it's pretty simple, but I like how they did it. On the back, it shows a bunch of different angles, as well as the original car right here. So that's nice. So now I'll open the box. It's one of these push tab ones. That opened pretty well. Just gonna open the rest of it. And there we go. So let's see inside the box. So in the box, there are actually quite a few bags, a sticker sheet, so not too many stickers, but still a lot. And yeah, so we've got 4 bags, plus the bag with the hubcaps in them, and the instruction manual. So, I'll do a time lapse of the build. So the build for this vehicle actually took a little while. It was a little hard finding some of the same colored pieces, but overall it was pretty good. And a lot of really interesting pieces in there as well. For example, on the front here, there are headlights, which are made out of axe heads from the Nexo Knights line. And there are some different uses of pieces as well that made some really interesting building techniques. For example, this windshield right here, which I'll show a picture of right now, from when I was building, and you can see that it actually is upside down, so that was really interesting to see. And yeah, there were just a lot of stickers everywhere, and overall I think I did a pretty good job. One thing that was kind of strange was that I'd say about 3/4 of the stickers were clear backed, so that means you could see any air bubbles underneath them very easily. But overall I'd say the stickers went on pretty well. Just a couple were kind of hard to get on, but pretty much it was pretty good. So now I'll get into showing some of the features of the car. At the side of the car, there's an air intake vent created by a sticker, and that's on both sides of the car. And I really like the angles that have been created to show the pathway for the air in the car. That's quite interesting. At the front, you can see there are more air intakes around this orange piece, which is kind of interesting how it's got the orange accents. I kind of like the orange accents actually. It's got them every now and then, but not too frequently. On the side of the car, it's also got an extended sort of side piece to step onto. And yeah, on the front you can see it's got the air intake for the grille there. And if you look underneath there, you can sort of see some of the attachment for the axe heads. Around the back, there's a spoiler, which has a bit of range of motion, and it's quite nice how it's kind of stiff, so it won't move around too much when you move it, so that's good. It's held on with some fairly new pieces, just a couple. I'll show you the extra piece here. A couple of these pieces right here, the 1x1s with the bars, and that's just into some of those robot arm pieces that clip on to some of these modified 1x1s with the bar clip attachments. At the back, you can see there's sticker detailing for the back window on this clear piece, as well as some grills, which further show the air passageway, which I'm guessing is supposed to go from here, underneath there, and all the way to the back. I think that actually works quite well, and the way they've made all the lines in this is actually surprisingly effective. At the back, there are some of these very new pieces, or at least I think they were released in 2017, so not too new, but at the time, pretty new, of these sort of end pieces. I'm not exactly sure what their original use was for. Might have been for the BB-8 welder tool, but either way, they work very well for the back taillights. And it uses some more just new pieces all over the place with these triangular shaped tiles. And yeah, overall it really adds to the whole design of the car. Inside is space for the driver, and I'll look at this minifigure in just a moment. Just remove him from there. And there's a steering wheel, and you can see that because this is a window piece that's upside down, you can actually see through, which is actually pretty cool, a pretty cool detail. At the back, there's also room for the helmet created by this archway piece, so that's quite nice. And overall, it's just a lot of really interesting building techniques, and I think it's a pretty efficient use of pieces. So now, there's actually a secondary build with this set, which is a fan for, I guess, testing how aerodynamic this is. And I'd say, considering the size of the car in this, it actually works quite well. The sizing is, I'm guessing the real life fans would be a little bit bigger, but for what they have, this is pretty good. Another thing I'm very happy about with this is, I find normally whenever there's just an extra side build for sets like this, it tends to be just sort of thrown in and doesn't work too well. But I'd say, I think that they really did a good job with the tiling on this and the accents. It really brings it out. And also it does really spin, just with a Technic axle going through a round hole there. So yeah, I'd say it's actually a pretty good side build, and you can really pretend that you're testing the aerodynamics of your car. The minifigure comes with a wrench accessory, which all of the drivers for the Speed Champions line of cars come with. So that's quite nice to have another one of those. And the printing on this one is actually quite simple. It's some silver, metallic silver printed on dark gray, which makes it this shiny kind of color, as well as some orange accents just like on the car itself. I'd say that works really well. And on the back, it's got lots of logos like the McLaren logo and the Senna logo, and I guess some sort of sponsor company. There's also this kind of printing on the bottom of the legs that reminds me a bit of the Quantum Realm suits from the Avengers line. So that's quite interesting to see that style. I'd say I really appreciate the use of the silver, and I think it works quite well on this minifigure. There is unfortunately, oops, sorry I moved the camera there. There's unfortunately no hairpiece with this one, and just one expression, but it's a quite useful expression, and always good to get another minifigure like this. This set came with just a few extra pieces. Two noticeable pieces are this 1x1 round tile with bar, with a bar attachment, which those are always very great to have, and I like how they're becoming increasingly more common. And this strange piece, which I'm still not really sure what the official name is, but I feel like I could probably find some way to use that in the future, maybe part of like a staff or something. Just a couple extra 1x1 related pieces, and the 4 separate hubcaps, which are not technically extra pieces, because you can switch them out if you want, as well as a visor. So not too many extra pieces, but overall pretty good selection considering the size of the set. So overall I'd say that this is a really good set, and I'm always impressed by the quality of the builds and the overall style of things made in the Speed Champions line. So yeah, I don't have any complaints for this set. I'd say some of these building techniques I've never seen before, and I think they're unique even considering it's a Speed Champions car. So I highly recommend checking out building instructions like that if you want to try out some of these techniques on your own, because I've really not seen a lot of these before. So yeah, overall I would definitely recommend this set, and I'd just say it's a really great car, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a great day.